Axial skeleton vertebral column. There are four curves of the adult vertebral column. The cervical, 5 bones, thoracic, 12 bones, lumbar, 5 bones, and sacral, 5 bones fused together to form the sacrum. Of the 4 bones, the two that are known as the primary are the thoracic and the sacral. This is because it is the same in the adult as well as in the fetal stage of life. The other two, the cervical and the lumbar, they don't appear in until several months after birth, so they are known as the secondary. In the cervical vertebrae, we have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are the 5 topmost vertebrae. The very top one is known as the atlas because it supports the globe of the head. So the atlas is responsible for nodding and rotation movements of the head. What's unique about the transverse processes is that in the cervical vertebrae, the transverse processes have holes in them. So these holes help generate blood supply to parts of the brain. In the thoracic vertebrae, again we have 12 total. The spinosus processes are bony projections off the posterior of each vertebrae. So I indicated the spinosus processes in red. Again, these are bony projections of the posterior of each vertebrae. The transverse processes are projections on the left and right of each of the vertebrae, and these functions as sites of attachments for muscles and ligaments of the spine, as well as point of articulations for the ribs. The body of the centrum is basically the body of the vertebrae, and I indicated this is like the body of the vertebrae with the orange. And then the invertebral foramen. These are openings between every part of the vertebrae through which nerves leave the spine and travel to other parts of the body. So for example, these holes right here, they are the invertebral foramen. There. So the invertebral discs, they actually lie between adjacent vertebrae. So for example, this vertebrae and this vertebrae, in between would be the invertebral discs. The lumbar vertebrae, again, we have 5 lumbar vertebrae. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the lumbar vertebrae. The sacrum. The sacrum is composed of 5 sacral bones fused together to form the sacrum, which is this area right here. And the coccyx is actually formed by the fusion of 4 coccygeal vertebrae. And these are the different parts of the vertebral column. The 5 cervical vertebrae, the 12 thoracic vertebrae, the 5 lumbar vertebrae, the 5 fused sacral vertebrae forming the sacrum, and the coccyx, fused by 4 coccygeal vertebrae.